Hi everyone, it's Blake Hero here, and today I'm coming at you with a pretty highly requested video, which is a combo video post Banlist with 3 Malicious. Since the hero deck in its current iteration has never seen 3 Malicious, I had to, cook up some combos and figure out what changed. There are now some better lines to play around hand traps, and also there are some lines that weren't possible before, so I'll be showcasing those. Of course, this video won't encompass every single combo. That would take way too long, and there's way too many lines in this deck that some of them you just have to freestyle and figure out for yourself. But this video will encompass a few combos, and there's something for everyone. For beginners, you can learn the basic bread and butter combos, as well as experienced players can maybe learn how to play around hand traps a little bit better, which now more possible with 3 Malicious. So I hope you enjoy these few combos. All right, so for the first combo here, we have a very basic bread and butter hero combo, which is Stratos and any hero monster in the game. This could be your favorite monster from GX. As long as it has all capital hero, it's able to combo with Stratos to do full combo. So now the main thing that has changed post Malicious coming to 3 is this combo now has a lot better follow-up. So we'll get started by normal summoning out Stratos, and we'll activate Stratos' effect. This will add any hero monster from our deck to our hand, so we'll add Vision Hero Ferris. We'll activate Ferris' effect in hand, summoning itself by pitching any hero monster, and then we'll activate Ferris' effect. This will place Increase into the spell and trap zone, and then we'll activate Increase, tributing off Ferris. It's very important that you tribute off the Ferris and not the Stratos, and you'll see why later. Increase's effect, summon a Vision Hero from deck. We'll summon out Vision Hero Vion, and now we'll activate Vion's effect. Vion's effect will dump Malicious from deck. We'll now activate Vion's second effect, banishing the Ferris to add Pulverization. Next, we'll link these two into Extra Hero Cross Crusader, and we'll activate Cross Crusader's effect, which will target the Malicious and summon it back. Next, we'll activate Cross's effect, tributing the Malicious to search any hero monster with a different name. So we'll add Denier. Next, we'll use Malicious' effect for the first time in this turn to summon out another copy of Malicious. Next, we'll activate Polymerization. We'll fuse the Denier and the Malicious into DPE. One of the reasons why I like this combo so much is that it solidifies DPE very early. This way, if they try to nib at any point, you at least have DPE coming back later. Next, we will activate the Malicious again, banishing itself for cost to summon out another copy of Malicious. And then next, we will link these two into Infernal Devicer. Infernal Devicer will reveal Shining Neos Wingman, which will add Neos from our deck to our hand. And then next, we will activate Denier's effect to summon itself from grave once per duel. We'll activate the effect on summon to put Malicious back on top of deck from Banish Pile. And next, we will link those two into Wonder Driver. Next, we will activate Malicious' effect again to summon out another copy from the deck, and this will trigger Wonder Driver because a hero monster was summoned to a zone it points to, and will target Polymerization to reset it. Next, we'll activate Polymerization, fusing 2 elemental hero monsters with different attributes. This is why it was important to keep the Stratos on field, to summon Flame Wingman, Infernal Rage. The effect on summon will trigger, and we'll search a favorite card. Then we'll activate Infernal Rage, tributing itself for cost to summon any elemental hero monster that's level 7 or lower that cannot be normal summon or set from the deck or extra deck. So we'll summon Sunrise for free. Effect of Sunrise will trigger. We'll search Miracle Fusion, and next we will activate Miracle Fusion. This will banish the Flame Wingman Infernal Rage and the Neos. You can banish any. You have to banish the Flame Wingman, but then you can banish any amount of warrior monsters for Wake Up Your Elemental Hero. But the reason why I do only these two is because this won't last long, and this keeps the maximum amount of hero monsters to reduce your opponent's attack points from DPE's effect. Next, we will set 1, and this is where the very popular opinion that this deck gets destroyed by Nibiru is so nice for us as the hero player. So for the hero player, it means that they will probably hold Nib until the very end of your combo. So here's the end of the main phase. If they decide to nib, then you just chain the DPE and you do the same thing anyway. So we will pass priority to our opponent. He will, for this example, he will not have nib, and then we will go to the end phase and we'll declare DPE's effect. DPE will destroy one card that I control, and then one other card on the field. So we'll destroy this and we'll destroy this. So now that we destroy the Wake Up and the DPE, they will trigger. Wake Up has to be Chainlink 1 because he is mandatory. So we'll do Wake Up Chainlink 1, DP Chainlink 2, which is fine because we kind of wanted Wake Up to be Chainlink 1 anyway. This will summon a warrior monster from your deck. So what better monster to summon than Shadow Mist? Shadow Mist will trigger, adding a change quick play spell, This is during the end phase, but since Mass Change is a quick play spell, you can activate it still during the end phase, sending the Malicious to summon the Dark Law. Now, during the next standby phase, DPE will resolve, and then it will summon to this zone. Wonder Driver will trigger yet again, and we can reset our Miracle Fusion. Now, this is a lot for just 2 cards. On our opponent's turn, we can activate Favorite Contact to summon the Shining Neos Wingman from our extra deck, which can pop a bunch of cards. And we also have follow-up here, and when Shadow Mist hits the graveyard, we also get to search for a hero monster for additional follow-up. The main thing that changed about this combo, now that Malicious is free, is the fact that you used to have to end on Infernal Devicer and summon Wonder Driver first, because you didn't have enough extenders to trigger the Wonder Driver after fusing into the Flame Wingman. So now you get extra follow-up of Miracle Fusion that you wouldn't have had before now that Malicious is at 3. Alright, on to the second combo. Now this is going to be very similar with Stratos and Hero, but we're going to add Fusion Destiny into the mix. Now for this first combo, this is going to be if Dark Law is good and you want to set up double Dark Law. You also get a draw 2, discard 1. Now this is going to be very similar to the previous combo at the beginning, so I'm going to speed it up until we get to the same point that it was before. Now here's where things change. So instead of adding Denier like we did before, we're actually going to add ElementalHERO Liquid Soldier. So we're going to use Malicious now, summon out a copy, link these two into Infernal Devicer, reveal the Wingman, add the Neos. Now we can link these two into the Wonder Driver. Now we have to activate Polymerization using 2 ElementalHERO monsters with different attributes to summon the Flame Wingman and Infernal Rage. Now we're going to have triggers. We're going to add Chainlink 2, Chainlink 1 Liquid because he was used as fusion material. We're going to add Favorite Contact, and then we're going to draw 2 blank cards for the combo, and then we're going to discard one of them. Now we're going to activate Infernal Rage's effect, attributing this to summon Sunrise. Effect is going to search Miracle. Now it's very important for me to note here to not summon anything to the zone Wonder Driver points to. He is mandatory, so if you do summon something and you have a legal target, he will trigger and you will lose out on the whole point of this combo, which is to reset the Mass Change. So we're going to activate Miracle Fusion, banishing the same things as before, and now we're here. So it's important to do this before Fusion Destiny because Fusion Destiny locks you into Dark Hero monsters. So here is where we are at before we activate Fusion Destiny, and now I'm going to activate Fusion Destiny. Now, beforehand, one thing that could be really devastating is I play this deck, of course, at locals every week, and I play against a lot of good players. When I would used to go for this line, if they held Ash Blossom for this long and they ashed Fusion Destiny, it is really, really rough. But now that Malicious is at 3, we're actually able to continue playing. So now we're here where we're going to activate Fusion Destiny, and if it gets ashed, then we actually still have a play. Fusion Destiny states that, very importantly, that for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you're only locked into Dark Hero monsters. So if this gets ashed, you're no longer locked into Dark Hero monsters. Important to note, not important for this combo, but just in case. Let's say this gets ashed. Because of the third Malicious, we're able to still banish, summon out a copy, trigger the Wonder Driver, reset the Poly, activate the Poly using these two into DPE, and now we can set, and we're in the same position as we were before in the first combo, and we ate a card out of their hand. We'll go to end phase, we'll pop these, and then we'll summon Shadow Mist from the deck, and same thing, and end on Dark Law. But that's not the point of this. I just wanted to show that that's what you can do if you do get ashed there, but I'm going to show the combo as if you didn't get ashed. Now, to continue showing you the combo, if Fusion Destiny does not get ashed, what you will do is you'll resolve Fusion Destiny, you'll send the Denier and the Plasma from your deck to the grave, or you can send the Malicious if you'd like to keep the Plasma in deck, and you'll summon out DPE. Now you will simply set your Fusion Destiny. You can choose if you'd like to set up a second Dark Monster. You can banish to summon out the second copy of Malicious, but again, very important to not summon a monster to the zone that Wonder Driver points to. Now we still have one card in hand, that's what this is. So now we'll activate DPE's effect in the end phase. We'll do the same thing, destroying itself, same thing, or Chainlink 1 Wake Up, Chainlink 2 DPE, summon out Shadow Mist effect, search the Mass Change, activate the Mass Change, target the Malicious in the end phase, summon Dark Law, and now we will finally trigger Wonder Driver, targeting this Mass Change to reset it, and now we have a second mass change to flip on our opponent's turn in case they have any kind of Dark Ruler, Imperm target, Chalice, anything of the sorts that would stop your Dark Law from floodgating out your opponent. You have a second one ready to go. Now, same hand, but what if you don't want to summon a double Dark Law and you'd rather convert this Fusion Destiny to an extra pop instead? It requires you to play another Fusion monster that I've been thinking about. Shout out to Fetty and Jane BR. We were discussing this card and I'm going to be testing it. It seems really cool. I'll explain it more when we get to it. But anyway, it's going to be the same beginning combo. So I will just fast forward and then stop whenever it gets really close to stuff changing. All right. So now we're at the point where things are going to get a little bit different. Again, very important to keep the Stratos on the field. You're going to need a non-light elemental hero monster to do the Infernal Rage line later. Now we will link these two into more closer of how the line used to be. And we're going to summon Wonder Driver first, activating Denier next to summon itself. And now Wonder Driver is mandatory, so Chain Link 1, and then Chain Link 2 Denier to put a Destiny Hero monster back. So we're going to take one of the banished Malicious, put it back, and then we're going to target Polymerization, and we're going to reset it. Then we're going to link these two into Infernal Visor. We're going to reveal the Neos Wingman, adding Neos, and then next we're going to activate Polymerization. We're going to fuse these two into Infernal Rage. We're going to activate Infernal Rage's effect, adding the favorite contact. We're going to activate Infernal Rage's other effect, tribute to summon it out. So Sunrise. This will search our Miracle Fusion. Next, we'll activate Miracle Fusion, banishing this and this as almost always. Sometimes you will banish the liquid to draw if you discard it, and now we are here. So next, we'll activate Fusion Destiny. And with Fusion Destiny, because we were able to put that Malicious back, we actually have two Destiny Hero monsters. So we can send the Malicious as well as the Plasma to summon out Destiny Hero Dystopia. So Destiny Hero Dystopia is really cool. On summon, he's going to target the Denier in the graveyard, and he's going to burn them for as much attack as Denier has, which is 1100. And then he has the other effect that if his attack is different than his regular attack, which it is because of Sunrise, he gets a pop. So it basically converts your Fusion Destiny into an additional pop. So now we'll set this and do the same thing as always. Try to pass in the Beery check. In end phase, DPE, pop Wake Up and DPE, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, summon out Shadow Mist effect, add Mass Change, activate Mass Change, we'll target the Infernal Divisor because he's a Dark, summon out the Dark Law. So now we have a little bit of a follow-up. When Shadow Mist hits the grave, we get to search for a hero monster, as well as we have the favorite contact set to summon the Neos Wingman. During the standby phase, DPE will resolve, we'll summon it out, and this is your end board. We have two pops, a search, this Sunrise that boosts everything but also gives Dystopia his pop, Dark Law is banished, then we can also summon the Neos Wingman to pop a bunch of cards, so that's a lot of interruption for only 3 cards. Another neat thing about Dystopia that I forgot to mention in the combo was that if you get Stormed or Dusted and you have favorite contact, it actually allows you to convert favorite contact into an additional interruption as long as you have Sunrise, when beforehand you wouldn't be able to because you'd be summoning either Abz or you'd be summoning Shiniest Wingman, which if you're chained to Duster or Storm, probably don't do very much, while Dystopia gives you an extra pop. Alright, time for the final combo I'm going to show today. This is a combo that wasn't able to be accomplished before Malicious went to 3. This combo will end on Plasma, Dark Law, favorite contact, as well as DPE with just these 2 cards. It requires either Stratos or Ferris, and Malicious or Denier. Now, this being Ferris or Stratos goes for any of the combos I've shown before. Any of those combos could have been Stratos or Ferris. If you start with Ferris, whenever you summon Cross Crusader and you grab something, you grab the Stratos instead of the Denier. Normal the Stratos, search the Denier, and then you do the same thing you did before. So I'm just going to show it off this way because I'm showing a lot of Stratos. So we'll go Ferris effect. We'll pitch Malicious for cost, and then we'll activate Ferris's effect. We'll place the increase. The increase will tribute the Ferris for cost, summoning out the increase. The increase will summon Vision Hero Vion from the deck. We're going to summon Vion. Vion's effect is going to dump a hero monster, dump Denier, banish Ferris, search Poly, link these 2 into Cross Crusader, cross, target back Denier. I usually like to do this to play around Abyssal. Obviously don't use this effect yet. Effect across, tribute the Denier to search Stratos. We'll normal the Stratos because we haven't normaled yet. Stratos effect, we'll search Plasma. That's how you get to the Plasma. You will have to attribute 3 for later. Next, we'll activate Malicious Malicious effect, banish one from grave, summon one from deck. Next, we're going to link these two into Infernal Divisor. Divisor will grab the Neos. We can go Polymerization, fusing these two together to fuse for the Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. We'll activate his effect, which will search us a favorite contact. We'll next use his effect again, contributing to summon out the Sunrise. Sunrise's effect will search Miracle. Next, I'll activate Malicious again, summon out a copy. We'll link these two into Wonder Driver. Next, we will activate Deniers Effect Engrave, summon itself out to a zone Wonder Driver points to, Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, starting the Polymerization. So we'll take a Malicious from the Banished, put it back to the deck. On top, Wonder Driver will reset this. We'll activate Malicious, summon out, activate Poly, fusing these two for DPE. Next, we'll activate Miracle Fusion, banishing this and this. Now, the problem with this combo, and one of the reasons why I don't think it's as good as the others, is that it puts a lot of eggs in one basket that you're really trying to protect this Plasma and that Dark Law. But another problem is that it forces you to do this in the main phase, the Wake Up DPE line, so you play into Nib a little bit harder. But we'll use DPE's effect in the main phase. We'll go Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2 like always, summon out the Shadow Mist. The Shadow Mist will search the Mass Change. Next, we have 3 monsters, so we contribute all 3 for Plasma. Next, we can set these 2, and then on the next standby phase, DPE will revive itself. And now we have a Dark Law, a favorite contact, Plasma, and DPE. So what I like to do here is to preserve your DPE, is I will like to go, for example, if they do summon something, I like to go DPE's effect, and then I'll chain the Mass Change, and then on resolution, I'll send the DPE to summon out the Dark Law, and then DPE can pop the Mass Change plus the 1 card your opponent controls, and then their card is banished off of Dark Law. And now you have these two. If they try to go to battle phase to run over it, you can simply do this, put the Infernal Rage and the Neos back to summon the Wingman, and the Wingman can pop 2 to protect your 2 floodgates. And that's about all the combos I have for today. If there's any other combos you'd like to see, if you'd like a part 2, then just let me know down in the comments below. And thank you all so much for the support on my previous video and on my channel. It's been really, really great just seeing everybody supporting me and enjoying my content so far. I will continue to keep pushing out content, and I hope you all stick around. Peace.